VCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
Kenzie takes a touch. She'll have one shot to the right side, and it's good.
May takes the snap, hands it off to Helton. Similar play, similar result. This time a stiff arm gets Helton free. He's met at the goal line, but he's in.
With numbers, sends it into the circle. O'Donnell to Kylie, shot, score!
Oh, somebody's got to do it. So now the ball through. Benjamin with it. Left foot, right foot is good.
They have cleaned that up over the years a lot. Oh, nice block.
Snap, looks to pass. May rolls to his right, delivers to the end zone. Back in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday night, November 1st, 2025, and welcome to Bedford, New Hampshire High School for the 2025 New Hampshire IAA Division I High School State Championship matchup between the defending 2024 state champion Keene Blackbirds and your hometown Bedford Bulldogs. This broadcast is brought to you by Bedford Community Television, and my name is Scott O'Donnell. Well, here we are, folks. The last possible day of the year to play a field hockey game for the Division I state title, and the Keene Blackbirds and Bedford Bulldogs have earned their way to this very spot. Absolute high drama as these two teams met during the regular season that ended in a regular time 2-2 tie and was sent into overtime, where the Blackbirds were able to draw foul on the Bulldogs and ended up with a stroke penalty shot to win the game. And that was senior captain McKenna Nelson for the Blackbirds, who was able to put that ball in the back of the net. McKenna Nelson will be going off to play her college field hockey at St. Anselm College next year. And on the other side of the ball, when it comes to these Bedford Bulldogs, well, for all of you that are Bedford Bulldog fans out there, you have seen this whole thing develop over the years. 3 years ago, bowed out by the Dover Green Wave, who went on to win the championship. The next year, beaten again by the Dover Green Wave. The year after, knocked off by Exeter, who went on to lose to Keene, who then won the state title. They have been working at this for years, and tonight their time has come as play is underway, and we are off for the Division I state title game. Bedford will have the free side in. Senior midfielder Grace Wolf pushes it up the field. Lenti puts it back to Montagano. Montagano sends a beautiful lift all the way up to the 30. Lenti looking for room, chips around the defender, trying to go down low. Stopped there by the Blackbirds as they come back up the field. Elaine steps up, moves it back up into Keene territory. And the ball works its way all the way back out to midfield. Up into Bedford territory, and number 5, Olive Thatcher is the one that was able to draw a foul on the Bulldogs. Nelson will take it. She sends it upfield. A little too hot. That ball goes out of bounds and out of play. That'll come back out to the 16 and be Bulldogs ball on the free hit. Ray sends it far side. Wolf Tries the zipper pass to Montagano. Back outside to Lenti. Keene comes away with it. They charge up the field. Get across the 20 and the 15. Foul going to be called on the Bulldogs. It'll be a free hit for the Blackbirds. Nelson looking for room. Draws another foul off the Bulldogs. She'll take it again. She looks for options, lays it out far side. Ball battled for along the 10. Grace Wolf pokes it away. Nelson steals it back. She looks for room. With a back pass, goes off the back of Vi Hodgson Rogers' stick, so that'll be a free hit for the Blackbirds. Bolaro sends it other side of the field, working the ball, trying to get that ball back to Nelson. You'll see a lot of her tonight. Certainly the key to this Keene offense. Extremely talented, big shot, good stick handler, good reads the play real well. The Bulldogs have their work cut out for them. Ball comes up across the 20. Battled for. McKenna Nelson's going to get the free hit. She goes away with it. Strikes up into the shooter circle. Moves it down low. Goes right side. That ball goes out of bounds. And the Bulldogs will be able to have the free hit back up at the 16 again. Senior defender Ray will take it for the Bulldogs. She goes far side of the field. Catches Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf trying to move up across the 30. Nelson knocks it down again. Moves the ball up the field and off the stick of a Bulldog player. So Nelson will take the side in. Nelson goes down low. Ball goes out of bounds as she just can't connect with the other Keene forward, number 3, Scarlett Miller. Ray sends it upfield, gets it onto the stick of O'Donnell. O'Donnell spins, tries to go far field. Does. Vi Hodgson Rogers chases it down, but that goes off her stick and out of bounds. Referee's going to say that's going to remain in Bedford's possession, and Vi Hodgson Rogers will take it from about the 49-yard line in Keene territory. She's looking for a lane. She sends it upfield, tries to catch Putney just out of her reach. Putney knocks it out of the way. And that ball works its way up to the 45. Elaine lays it back out. Grace Wolf takes it at the 40. Wolf down to Lenti. Bulldogs starting to work into the offensive zone. Montagano just can't hold on to it. O'Donnell chips it back up. Both O'Donnell and Montagano aggressively on the ball. Referee's going to blow the whistle and call a third party for 2 players playing the same ball. And Keene has the free hit as they come back up the field. Miller gives chase up across the 50. Elaine is there. Back comes McKenna Nelson for Keene. She cuts inside out, but Lenti comes back to help out for Bedford. Steals it away. Back past to Montagano. Montagano back out to the far side of the field to Wolf. Wolf down low to Lenti at the 30. They're trying to get the ball back to Montagano, as she has done all season. She's been the quarterback of this offense for the Bulldogs, senior captain midfielder. Montagano lifts it all the way up into the circle. Ball knocked down. O'Donnell goes after it, but the whistle's going to blow. Referee's going to say O'Donnell did not give the defender 5 yards to play the ball. Antonowitz for Keene sends it up. They call dangerous ball. Comes back the other way. Montagano working through the circle. Ball gets knocked down. Nice defensive play there by the Blackbirds. Montagano chips at it, and Keene's able to clear out of the circle and up out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Senior captain defender Mia Catane will take it. She goes infield with it. Miller comes away with it. Miller on her horse, cuts up across the 40. Elaine trying to play defensively, pushes her back out to midfield. Miller looking for an opening. She spins, does get the ball upfield. Carly Hodgson Rogers comes running back to make a nice defensive play. She moves the ball up to the 40 to O'Donnell. O'Donnell chops at it. Ball goes all the way down into Keene territory, down to the 5-yard line. Putney gives chase. Putney trying to win the ball. Ends up going off her stick and out of bounds. Keene will have a free hit. No, referee's going to say, yep, that ball should be back out at the 16 and should be Keene's ball, and it is. And Tosowitz, number 10, for Keene, will take it. She drives it up the field, goes off the stick of Putney and out of bounds. Keene will have it again. 24, Ella Rice pushes it up the field. Montagano comes back for it. Catane tries to slow down the Keene blackboard rush from Thatcher, and that ball goes the far side of the field. Work back up. Miller has it. Miller trying to cut towards the circle. Does. Flips it. That ball gets knocked down, and it's going to be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Ray outside to Wolf. Wolf tries to go down that sideline. Off the stick of a Keene player. Wolf will get another free side in. She sends it in, finds Tegan O'Donnell. Tegan O'Donnell with a backflip right onto Lenty's stick. Lenty away with it, cuts in, looking for room, cuts back outside. Just trying to stick handle through traffic. She lays it out. Montagano steps up. Montagano works into the circle. Ball towards the net. Kick save. That ball hit a foot of the Blackbirds defender, and the Bedford Bulldogs are going to have the first corner opportunity of the game. Just under 7 minutes on the clock, first quarter, state championship. And the Bedford Bulldogs will have their first bid off the corner. Grace Wolf up top to Tegan O'Donnell. Tegan O'Donnell slips it back to Montagano. Montagano cuts left, scoops it towards the net. Ball up in the air. Bounces back down. Referee's going to call a dangerous play on that because the ball popped up high and was played high. And the Bulldogs can't convert on their first opportunity of the game. And Tosowitz, with the free hit, sends it up. Another dangerous ball. And the Bulldogs will get a free hit. Referee looks like they're going to place them back about the 20-yard line. That ball will be in the hands of Eloise Montagano, senior captain midfielder, absolute star this season. Montagano moves 5. Looks for an opening. Cuts between two defenders. Goes backhand. Shot. Back door. That ball bounced up and just out of the reach of Putney. Beautiful offensive move as Montagano slipped the D, went backhand. Nice offensive bid again from the Bulldogs. And Astanowitz will send it up again. Vi Hodgson-Rogers, she knocks it down. Pursues towards the circle. Whistle blown. Referee's going to put the Bulldogs back at the 20. To Montagano, shot. Pad save there by the Keene goalie. But that's going to be another corner for the Bulldogs. As that ball hit the foot of another Keene player. Bedford's coach, Kate Gaudreau, switches up on the corner play. Senior captain O'Donnell up top. Lenty back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell shot just wide as she rips it off the front of the face of the goal. Just didn't get it on target. Good execution, a beautiful pass from Lenty off that inbound. Keene tries to drive it up the field, knocked down by Vi Hodgson-Rogers. She comes back up to the 20, pushes it in the circle. O'Donnell tries a one-timer, and that ball just goes wide to the right of the net. Two good quick shots from O'Donnell just haven't hit their mark, as this first quarter of the state championship game is flying by. About 4 minutes left on the clock. Keene trying to clear. Montagano pursues, steals it, cuts down low, puts it back up into the circle. Putney chips at it, looking for an opportunity to get a shot off. Nice defensive play there by the Blackbirds as number 18 came away with it. Natalia Gillis with a spin move to get that ball out of trouble and slow down the Bulldogs with their offensive attack. Ball sent all the way up across the 50. Thatcher sends it in towards center field. Anna Ray has it for Bedford on defense. She decides to go far side of the field, tries to get it out of bounds, and that ball goes out of the end line. That'll come back up to the 25. Keene will have possession. Nelson down low, trying to move the ball up the field. It catches her foot, and the Bulldogs will have a free hit going back the other way. Senior defender Anna Ray takes it, tries to catch Wolf on the sideline. That ball too hot to handle, goes out of bounds. And Keene will have the side in. Nelson stick handles around two defenders, gets them to draw a foul. Nelson will take it again, sends it down low. Ball bounces past her teammate and out of bounds. That ball will come out to the 16. With 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock, the Bulldogs will have a free hit. Ray looking for a lane, sends it up the field. Nelson comes back away with it, in towards the shooter circle. She advances. Montagano slows her down, but goes off Montagano's stick and out of bounds. And it'll stay in the possession of the Blackbirds. They work it down to the 10, into the shooter circle. Elaine knocks it down, hits the back of her stick. Blackbirds will have another foul committed against them, so Nelson will take it. Nelson looking for room along the 10. She goes backhand towards the net. Ball goes out of bounds. Off a Bedford defender's stick, so that'll come out to the 25-yard line. Keene still has it. Bellaro, she kicks it far side. Ball comes back to Bellaro again. Lenti chops at it, hits Bellaro's leg, so away the Bulldogs go. Montagano up across the 50. She stick handles through traffic, tries to keep going up to the 40, gets them to commit a foul. Montagano takes it, lifts it, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell with an air dribble, looking for room. Drops it at the 20. Feeds Montagano again. Montagano trying to get back into the shooter circle. Nicely defended there again by Keene as they send the ball up across the 25 and the 35-yard line. Number 5, Thatcher, comes back and has it, trying to go far sideline. That ball goes out of bounds. Got 40-second left on the clock. Nelson will take it. Nelson on the side in, drives it up the field. Montagano gets it, sends it up to O'Donnell. Keene. Send it upfield. O'Donnell comes back, charges after it. Darts up the field, and Keene commits the foul, but that's going to be the end of the first quarter as time runs out. We have a 0-0 game for the Division I state title after one quarter.
Eastern Probate is proud to recognize and support the community service efforts of all teams and all sports.
We at Bedford Community Television and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson's Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Great New Hampshire Restaurants, T-Bones, and the Copper Door. Well, folks, to start the season, if we go all the way back before any playoff hockey, field hockey was played, the New Hampshire High School Field Hockey Coaches Poll put Bedford at the top of the pile, chosen to be number 1 in the preseason poll. They put Keene at number 6. Here we are tonight for the state title game And these coaches predicted accurately for Bedford, but they certainly underestimated the Blackbirds and their ability to stay resilient this year and return back to the state title game, as they are the defending state champions. Bedford finished the regular season with 14 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. That 1 loss came at the hands in overtime against these Keene Blackbirds. Keene went on to a 14-1-1 regular season with their only loss to the Londonderry Lancers, who Bedford knocked off to get here in the semifinal game just last week. On the season, Bedford has boasted 87 goals for in the regular season and 14 goals against. Keene boasted 62 goals on the season and only 9 goals against. These two teams are just at the top of the heap, absolutely deserving to be here today. And isn't it certainly fitting that you have the defending state champs against your hometown Bedford Bulldogs as play gets back underway here in the second quarter. Montagano goes far side to Wolf. Wolf, again, trying to work that sideline. Ball goes up across the 50, catches a Blackbird in the leg, so that's going to be a free ball for the Bulldogs. Montagano comes back to take it. She lifts it up the sideline, trying to catch Lenti. Does. Lenti spins back towards center field. Tries to get it back to Montagano. Nelson's given her the business. Ball comes back this closer side of the field. Catane up to Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Hodgson-Rogers is able to get the Blackbirds to commit a foul. She moves it up quickly to O'Donnell. O'Donnell to Putney. Putney trying to get it back to O'Donnell and does. O'Donnell stick handles across the 25. She's looking for room. She spins, trying to get a shot off towards the net, and she's going to get the Blackbirds to commit a foul. O'Donnell will take it again from the 25. She lays it out for Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Too hot for her as that ball goes out of bounds at about the 10-yard line in Keene territory. So Keene will have the side in from about the 10-yard line. And Tosewicz will take it. And Tosewicz for Keene tries to lift it upfield. Ball comes up. Montagano comes away with it. She cuts in across the 15, in towards the shooter circle. Backhands it into the foot of the Keene Blackbird player, and that's going to be another corner for the Bedford Bulldogs. Third of the night. Montagano with the mastery skill of stick handling and dragging that ball into the defender's feet, as she just looked up, saw the wall of black, and decided to just put it right in their feet. Bedford. Wolf to Putney. Putney into O'Donnell. One-timer towards the net. Shot almost deflected home by Lenti, but that ball went wide, as these Bulldogs have certainly had some scoring opportunities and just haven't hit the net yet. Nice execution there on the corner. 12:30 left on the clock. Second quarter, state title game. Lenti chasing after the Blackbird player. She steals it into the circle. Tries to feed O'Donnell. Drives towards the net. Shot up high and over the top of the net. That ball's defended by the Blackbirds. So that went off a Keene player's stick and will come back out to the 25 and remain in Bedford's possession. Montagano has it, looking for a lane. She stick handles in to traffic, gets it into the shooter circle. Keene's able to clear. O'Donnell tries to press. Montagano gets it back. Shot towards the net. Knocked down in the goal mouth. Scrambled for. Lenti chipping at it. Keene goalie kicking it out of harm's way. O'Donnell comes back with it, looking for room, and referee's going to call a foul against the Bulldogs. Quite the offensive action there, but the Bulldogs just can't put it home. Keene tries to clear. Keene takes it. Sends it upfield to Putney. Putney cuts up to the right. Puts the ball to Montagano. Shot into the circle. O'Donnell goes after it. Montagano comes back with it. Backhand shot. Hits a Keene player. Referee's going to call dangerous ball on that. As quite a crazy 60 seconds of play we just had. An offensive onslaught by the Bulldogs and just couldn't put it home. Ball comes all the way up to the 40. They're going to call the Bulldogs on a foul. And up and away try to come the Blackbirds. Montagano takes it. She's able to draw a foul off Keene. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Referees resetting the Keene and the Bedford players for the free hit. Keene comes up across the 50. Pushes the ball up. O'Donnell takes it. Tries to send it near sideline. Putney chases it down. O'Donnell comes back and gets it. Gets it back to Putney. Referee blows the whistle as that hit the foot of O'Donnell as she tried to move up the field with the ball. Ball at the 16, free hit. Keene tries to move it up. Lenti chips at it. Montagano trying to take it the other way. Can't. And Keene with the free hit. Montagano knocks that down. She decides to airmail that right into the shooter's circle. Lenti chases. Keene tries to clear. Wolf and Lenti trying to win the ball. They do. Wolf has it. Finds Montagano. Montagano into the shooter's circle. Squirts it closer to the goal mouth. Ball comes back out to the shooter circle. Montagano into O'Donnell. O'Donnell shot. Score! On the backhand. And your Bedford Bulldogs are up 1-0 here in the state title game with 9:28 left on the clock. As Montagano, Lenti, Wolf, O'Donnell would not be denied. The Bulldogs just kept pushing that ball up the field and just taking it to the Blackbirds. They finally drive one home and get one on net. Bulldogs up 1-0. Ball battled for at the 40. Lenti comes away with it. Gets it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking for room at the 25. Nice defensive play there by Nelson. She comes back up the field. Referee blows the whistle. Excuse me, that was Ella Rice for Keene that they called on the foot infraction. And Montagano will take it. She'll go far side to Wolf. Wolf one time into the circle. Lenti out in front trying to battle for it. That ball comes up and hits Lenti in the foot, and that'll come out and be a free hit for Keene from the 16. Ball on the far side of the field. Keene tries to drive it up, catches the foot of Lenti, and out of bounds. Because that ball hit Lenti's foot, it'll be a free hit for the Blackbirds.
Let's go, Birds!
From the 34-yard line in Keene territory, Bellaro. Big, beautiful lift all the way up the field. Gets all the way down to the 30. As Carly Hodgson-Rogers was there, was able to poke it out of bounds, but that went off the Keene player's stick. So Ray will have it for Bedford. She moves it up, catches O'Donnell. O'Donnell battling, trying to move it up the field. They're going to call a foul on the Bulldogs. And another one. As Keene starts to march up the field. They try to go far sideline. Ball goes out of bounds. And Wolf has it. Wolf trying to send O'Donnell on the fly. O'Donnell all the way up to the 38-yard line. That ball goes out of bounds off a Keene player's stick. Wolf into Montagano. Montagano backhand catches Lenti. Lenti pushes it into the shooter circle. O'Donnell spins, cuts, shot, knocked down there again by the Keene goaltender. Montagano gets it back, looking for room, finds O'Donnell, one-timer, scramble far in front, and Lenti hits it home. The Bedford Bulldogs have exploded for 2 goals here in the second quarter as they go up 2-0 here in the state championship game. Again, those offensive talents down there as the Bulldogs, unrelenting, pushing the ball towards that circle, driving to the goal mouth, and put it in the back of the net. Sophomore Mary Lenti with a huge goal here to put the Bulldogs up by 2. Keene trying to counter, moves it up all the way into Bedford territory. Ella Rice takes it. She sends it far side. Ball goes out of bounds. And the Bulldogs will have a side in from about their own 37-yard line. Wolf will take it. Wolf up the field to Lenti. Ball bounces up on Lenti. And they're going to call a free hit for the Blackbirds. Nelson, big rip all the way up the field. Too hot to handle as that goes out of bounds. And the Bulldogs will have a free hit from the 16. Ray tries to go back and switch fields. Intercepted there. Bulldogs commit a foul. That free hit is going to be at about the 20-yard line. Bellaro, she goes far side trying to get it to Nelson. She does. Nelson fighting for it in a crowd. She's able to draw another foul on the Bulldogs. Nelson has it. She goes back. Ball goes towards the circle. Montagano's there. She goes backhand. Ball battled for on the 20. Referee's going to call a foul on the Bulldogs. Referee's going to call a third-party play, saying 2 Bedford players tried to play the same ball. And the Blackbirds are going to have their first offensive opportunity of the night off a corner play. Bedford players putting on their protective face masks. Referee blows a whistle. Up top to Nelson. Big shot. Cy with the pad save for the Bulldogs, and that's going to come out to the 16. As Nelson did not get all that. Uncommon for her, as she has a tremendously great shot. As play continues down around the 25-yard line in Bedford territory, Nelson trying to turn Lenti does. Nelson continues to charge towards the circle. Referee is going to call another corner. So folks at home, understand if the player is going towards the shooter circle and a foul is committed, even if the foul is committed outside the corner or the circle, if the referee deems that the player otherwise would have made it into a shooting position, they award a corner. Second corner of the night for the Blackbirds. Up top. Shot. Wide of the net. And the Bulldogs escape another corner attempt. So far tonight, Bedford has 3 corners awarded to them and Keene 2. And Bedford tries to clear. Lenti moves it up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell chipping away at it. Keene commits the foul. Ball's going to come back to about the 38-yard line in Bedford territory. Montagano will take it. Montagano, beautiful lift upfield. Nelson jumps up, knocks it down. She tries to go up the sideline, does. She splits 3 Bedford defenders, chips it over the 4th. Ball up into the 10 and the 5-yard line. That's just going to be out of the reach of Olive Thatcher and out of bounds. As Keene is back alive, and you can see them starting to try and sway this momentum away from the Bulldogs. Ray pushes it upfield. Lenti gets it. Lenti, inside out pass, give and go with O'Donnell. Montagano gets it. She scoops it backhand, lifts it all the way up the field. Lenti to O'Donnell. O'Donnell across the 35. Decides to come to center field. Drives it. Ball catches Bellaro on the leg as O'Donnell tried to drive that ball upfield. And Keene will have a free hit. Just under 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. Keene trying to clear their end. Bolaro spins, pushes it to the far side of the field. Nelson couldn't work it out of bounds. Referee's going to award that side in to the Blackbirds as Bolaro will take it. Bolaro, beautiful lift all the way upfield, gets all the way up to the 35 as Thatcher sprints and gets up on it. Montagano all the way back to help out on defense. She sends it up the field. She's able to get the Blackbirds to commit a foul, and that ball is going to come back to about the 40-yard line where Montagano will have it in Bedford territory. Montagano slips it to Wolf. Wolf on the sideline, catches Lenti. Just up ahead of Lenti. Lenti tries to chase it down. O'Donnell steals it away, cuts across. Referee blows the whistle dead. Waiting for the call here as all the players reset. And Keene will have the free hit. Nelson sends it all the way upfield. Goes up to the 45-yard line. Because that was a lift and the Keene player did not give Carly Hodgson-Rogers 5 yards, they're going to get a free hit. Same thing happened the other way. Nelson sends it back upfield, trying to catch Thatcher. She sprints after it. Ball goes out of bounds. And Bedford will have a free hit here with about 40 seconds left. Montagano securing the ball, chewing up time on the clock, trying to find a spot. Can't move it up. Bulldogs commit a foul. Nelson's going to get it back. She pushes it down low, goes all the way up to about the 10-yard line. Wolf gets it again, tries to clear it. Nelson gets it back again. Thatcher has it. Driving towards the net. Is able to continue, cutting down low. And that ball goes out of bounds. Excuse me, that was Scarlett Miller for Keene. But time runs out. After 2 quarters of play here in the state Division I championship game, we have your hometown Bedford Bulldogs up 2-0 over the Keene Blackbirds.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
Well, here we are, back underway. State title game. Start of the 3rd quarter. Keene moving the ball up the field. Dangerous ball, so that'll come back for Bedford. Vi Hodgson-Rogers tries to send it up the field, goes off a stick of a Bedford player, so Keene will have the side in. They come back all the way to midfield. Bolaro quickly trying to catch a teammate, but Montagano comes up, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell at the 35. Nelson comes back, chips it away. Wolf after it. Nelson gets it for Keene. Foul committed by Montagano as Vitters was trying to move that up the field for the Blackbirds. Nelson will take it. Nelson from her own territory drives it up the field. Ball goes all the way up to the 30, but Carly Hodgson-Rogers is there. She runs away with it, tries to feed her sister up the sideline, just out of her reach, but that ball goes out at about the 45. Keene tries to drive it down the field. It hits a foot. Referee's going to call that a free hit for the Blackbirds. Well, folks at home, a 2-goal lead is not safe in any game, as this game is a long ways from over. And these teams are both very skilled and can strike quickly, as Keene, as you saw at the end of that fourth quarter, was starting to turn it on with all the offense. It's got to be tough to drive all the way out here from Keene for this game. Sit around and wait, as we had quite a game for the Division II state title prior to this one, where Souhegan came away with the Division II state title over the Bow Falcons. Congratulations to the Souhegan team as well as Bow on an incredible season. Ball bounces up from the 25. Keene's going to have a free hit. They work it back to Nelson. Nelson cuts it up across the 20 and the 15. She's looking for room. O'Donnell chips away at it. Referee's going to call a free hit for the Blackbirds. Nelson has it. She goes far side, out to Gillis. Gillis trying to get around Lenti. Lenti gives her room. Gillis back in towards the circle. Shot. Cy there. She knocks it down. But the Blackbirds, as they certainly have carried the momentum to start this third quarter, are going to get a free corner here. That'll tie up the corner count on the night. Gillis goes down to the goal line for the Blackbirds. She sends it up top. Shot. Scrambled for in the goal mouth. Spin, move, but that ball goes out of bounds and out of play. It went off a Bulldog player's stick, so that'll remain in the possession of the Blackbirds. Nelson looking for room. And referee's going to call back a stick off the Bulldogs, so it's going to be another free hit for the Blackbirds. Nelson sends it back to Miller. Miller tries to send it back into the circle. Does. Knocked down by Elaine. But that looks like it hit the foot of a Keene player. Bedford tries to go quickly. Miller comes back with it. Miller comes up in towards the circle. Keene's able to push the ball all the way down, but that ball goes out of bounds. And the Bulldogs will have it from the 16. Catane, back pass on the line to Carly Hodgson-Rogers. She tries to send it up across the 30, but Keene's there. Montagano steals it away. She tries to chip it up the field. That catches her foot. Ella Rice will take it for Keene. She drives it upfield, goes all the way down near side, out of the sideline. Excuse me, out of the baseline. So that ball will come up to the 16. It'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs. 10 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock. Ball near side to Wolf. A little too hot to handle. That ball jumped up on Wolf. Free hit for the Blackbirds. Nelson trying to drive towards it. Lenti drops down to help out on defense. Ball catches her foot. And Nelson's going to have another free hit. She's stick handling, looking for room. She sends it towards the shooter circle. Montagano takes it and decides she's going to just rip it up the field. That ball goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Still in Bedford territory, near side of the field. Stadium side for those of you on the radio. Natalie Gillis sends it all the way up to the 20. Ball bounces up. Bulldogs get a free hit. Grace Wolf turns, sends it down the sideline. Lenti gives chase. Can't get there. Bad pass. O'Donnell intercepts. Lays it back out to Lenti. Lenti trying to save it before it goes out of bounds and just can't keep it in. As a quick give and go between Lenti and O'Donnell. And Bedford back into Keene territory finally. Montagano chips at it. Ball goes off the foot of a Keene player. Montagano will have the free hit. She lays it out for Wolf. Wolf from the 10. Tries to push it back to Montagano. Montagano is defended by Miller. Ball goes out of bounds. Side in for Montagano. Montagano up to Elaine. Elaine looking for a spot. sends it, gets it to Vi Hodgson Rogers. Keene tries to come away with it, number 24, Ella Rice, and she gets the Bulldogs to commit a foul. Going to be a free hit for the Blackbirds. Rice looking for which way she wants to go. She comes near field. Ball at the 25. Lenti chasing it down as Gillis is trying to get it out and back up into the Bedford offensive end. Gillis will take it. Gillis drives it. Referee blows a whistle. Tells Lenti she didn't give Gillis 5 yards, so Gillis will have another hit. Bedford players back up. Gillis, beautiful lift upfield. That ball goes up to about the 42. Montagano with her own lift. O'Donnell knocks it down. She's looking for a lane. She lays it down low to Lenti. Lenti squares up. Tries to send O'Donnell into the circle. O'Donnell battles for it. Ends up going off O'Donnell's foot. And the Blackbirds will come back out to the 16. Bedford trying to mount an attack. Keene stuck in their own end right this moment. Gillis shoots it up the field, but that ball goes out of bounds. And that'll remain in Bedford's possession at about the 36-yard line. Grace Wolf for Bedford. Catches Lenti right on the stick to O'Donnell. O'Donnell drives it in towards the shooter circle. Nicely knocked down there with a beautiful block tackle by the Blackbirds. And now the Blackbirds get the Bulldogs to commit a foul. Nelson will have it. She drives it all the way up the field. That ball's got a lot of heat on it, and it'll travel all the way out the end line in Bedford territory on the far side of the field. 6:35 on the clock in the third quarter. Bulldogs still holding on to a 2-0 lead.
Let's go, Keene!
Not a lot of offense from the Bulldogs so far this quarter,
Let's go, Keene!
as Keene is really starting to bring this momentum back in their direction. Montagano steals it, sends it upfield, catches Putney. Putney chips it up across the 50. Gillis pushes it out of bounds, near side. Grace Wolf will take it for the Bulldogs. Grace Wolf sends it near sideline, ends up going out of bounds in Keene territory at about the 25. That'll remain Bedford ball. Referee's going to set Wolf further up the field. Should be right about the 25, and it is. Wolf takes it. Wolf looking for an opening. Sends it to Lenti, another nice pass. Lenti spins, tries to go down low to O'Donnell. That was defended by the Blackbirds. Ball comes all the way up to the 45. Carly Hodgson Rogers was there. She tried to push it back the other way, but Keene got a hold of it. Moved it back into Bedford territory. Ball battled for at about the 30. Referee blows a whistle. Looks like the referee is going to pull out a card on Eloise Montagano for the push, and the Bulldogs will be down a player for 2 minutes. Big opportunity for the Blackbirds here. 5 minutes, 17 seconds on the clock. Nelson moves it into the circle. Bedford trying to clear it. Ball pops up, hits Carly Hodgson Rogers in the face, and the referee calls a corner, as that ball looks like it got deflected off a stick up into Hodgson Rogers' face. And Keene will have their 4th corner opportunity of the night. Referee gets ready. The players set. 4:38 on the clock, third quarter. Ball comes up top. Mishandled. Anna Ray comes up, clears it out of harm's way, but that ball had kicked up and hit a Keene player in the foot on that corner. So Bedford will have the free hit. O'Donnell goes far side to Vi Hodgson Rogers. Hodgson Rogers hustles up the field. Can't get it up. That ball goes off O'Donnell's leg, back in towards the net. Shot from way outside. And that ball does not count as a goal. For those at home, If the shot is outside the shooter's circle, that black circle you see that comes and arches out all the way about to the top of the 15-yard line, that's the circle that the players need to be in and get a shot off from in order to score.
Let's go, Birds!
Ray sends it upfield. Nelson knocks it down. Foul committed by the Blackbirds. Bedford will have it at the 32. O'Donnell, big lift. Knocked down there as number 5 Thatcher jumped up, but not enough to get possession. Vi Hodgson-Rogers drills it up the field. Ella Putney gives chase. Lenti gets it. She chips away at it. Bedford starting to pursue, pressing hard. Wolf trying to chase it down. Ball comes up to number 3, Scarlett Miller. She moves it up across fields. That ball gets up to about the 35. Catches the Bulldogs on the foot, so Nelson will take it. At the 30, Nelson goes. Runs right into O'Donnell. Referee's going to give Nelson the benefit of the doubt there, as O'Donnell stood her ground and Nelson kept coming. Nelson from the 20. She lifts it, goes far side of the field. Up comes Mia Catane with a beautiful defensive play. She charges up the field, up across the 50, nicely slowing down to control the ball and looking for an opening. Beautiful defense there by senior captain Mia Catane. Absolutely beautiful play. And Catane is no stranger to great defensive plays. There was a wonderful play last game against Londonderry where the goalie for Bedford was down and out, and Catane was able to come back as the ball was getting ready to go in across the goal to make it a score for Londonderry and make the game a 2-1 game. And Catane came out of nowhere to stop the ball and chase it out of harm's way. And as you just saw, that's the type of effort you've seen from these Bulldogs all season. Ball at the 30. Freshman Elaine into Lenti. Lenti shot. Ball just goes right side high. Almost caught the right corner of the goal as that ball got deflected. And as you can see, these Bulldogs can strike very quickly with the offensive talent on this field. Montagano lays it out. Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Hodgson-Rogers pushes it down low. Putney swipes at it. Keene's able to clear. Catane has it. She gets it to Elaine. Elaine with a zipper pass to Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Vi Hodgson-Rogers will continue to play her college field hockey. O'Donnell, shot, knocked down there. Referee calls that a foul against Bedford. As I was saying, Vi Hodgson-Rogers is going on to University of New England, where she will continue to play field hockey there. Her sister Carly will be going there as well, and she will be playing lacrosse. Two very talented athletes in the Hodgson-Rogers family as they go on to play college athletics. Nelson coming up field, catches Wolf in the foot. Nelson gets it back from the 40, pushes it up field to the 20. Thatcher trying to get the ball to Miller. Referee's going to call a foul again on the Bulldogs. And time has run out in the third quarter, as we've seen a little bit of everything here in this third quarter. But Keene certainly come back and stole the momentum away during that quarter.
Folks, you are encouraged.
We at Bedford Community Television and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and great New Hampshire restaurants, T-Bones and the Copper Door. Thank you for making these broadcasts possible. Well, here we are after 3 quarters. The NHIAA State Field Hockey Championship game. And the Bedford Bulldogs are up 2-0. Time is a-flying off the clock here during the break. We've had the tale of 2 different games here in 3 quarters. The first quarter was a lot of nerves and a lot of hustle out there from both teams. But as the end of the first quarter started to wind down, those Bedford Bulldogs really started to pull the momentum of the game in their favor. And here we are. 2 goals. Bedford leads. State final. 4th quarter. Anything could happen here. A 2-goal lead in any sport is a dangerous lead, because if Keene can come out and make this a 2-1 game, the momentum completely slides in their favor. But if the Bulldogs can get one on the board and set the tone, they could certainly pull away with this thing. As play is underway before the Bulldog players are even set, and Keene tries to take advantage of that as they charge up the field. But the Bulldogs come away with it. Up across the 40 comes Wolf. She pushes it up. And now Keene counters. Keene trying to work into the circle. They're able to draw a foul. Nelson advances, shot. Ball goes back out. Scrambled for in front. Sy is there. She kicks it away. Catane clears it. Ball gets knocked out to about the 10-yard line, but Keene commits the foul, and the Bulldogs will have the free hit from the 16 as Keene tried to catch them sleeping to start this 4th quarter and came barreling up the field before the Bulldogs are out and set. Ball driven up into Keene territory across the 50. Lenti comes charging up, tries to play it, ends up catching her foot, and that ball is going to go back the other way. Referee blows the whistle, is going to call O'Donnell for a foul. And the Bulldogs will be down a player for 2 minutes with just 13:56 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. The Bulldogs get a penalty. And Keene will have it from the 50, number 19, Lola Ballaro. She pushes it back. Ball sent up to Miller. Miller trying to advance. She draws a foul off of Bedford. Miller will take it from the 35. Miller works her way down to the 25, quickly in towards the circle. Referee blows the whistle, says Bulldogs committed another foul. That'll come out to the 10-yard line. Miller has to move 5 before she can advance. She does. Pushes it into the shooter circle. Montagano comes away with it. Gets it to Lenti. Lenti tries to play it, hits her foot. Ball back on the 15 in Bedford territory. Keene is charging. Number 18, Gillis. Beautiful stick handle. Works into the circle. Nelson tries to get to it and gets the Bulldogs to commit a foul, and that'll be Keene's 5th corner of the night. High drama here. If the Blackbirds can convert on this corner, 12:45 on the clock, 4th quarter, state title game. Defensive players for the Bulldogs are set. Ball comes up top. Miller, shot. Sy knocks it down. Thatcher checks it, and referee blows the whistle. Foul committed by the Blackbirds, and the Bulldogs will have it coming out the other way. Ball knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, and Bedford will have the side in as they once again dodge a bullet from the Blackbirds as they had another corner opportunity. Blackbirds will have it from the 35. O'Donnell out of the penalty, charges out onto the field. Miller working the far sideline. Scarlett Miller trying to cut in. Referee blows the whistle, calls a foul on the Bulldogs. Just inside that hash mark, she pushes it back to Bellaro. Bellaro decides to cut down low. Excuse me, that's Gillis. Ball comes up top, shot towards the net. Carly Hodgson-Rogers knocks it down. Nelson goes and gets the ball, and they go stick to stick. Can't have that in the game of field hockey. They call that a hack. And the Blackbirds will have their 6th corner of the game. 11:05 on the clock. Bulldogs up 2-0. Bedford is set. Referee blows the whistle. It comes up top. Nelson chips it back. Shot towards the net. Knocked down by Catane. Cleared by Ray. That ball goes out of bounds baseline. And the Blackbirds will get another corner because that ball went out of the baseline. 10:30 on the clock. Blackbirds up top. Miller goes down low to the right. Bellaro trying to get it towards the net. Hits the leg of another Bedford player. They're going to get their 3rd corner in a row. Opportunity, 10:10 on the clock. Keene surging. Ball comes up top. Miller, shot. Ball knocked up in the air. Catches a player's foot. Referee blows the whistle. And the referee is going to call a stroke penalty in the favor of the Blackbirds, as that 4th corner in a row catches the foot of a Bedford defender that would have otherwise gone in the net. Senior captain McKenna Nelson against senior goalie Irene Sy. This is how the Blackbirds won the overtime in regular season. Was a stroke shot by Nelson. High drama here at Bedford High School. Division I state championship game. 10 minutes on the clock. Nelson ready to go. Sy ready to go. Nelson, shot, score. And the Keene Blackbirds have gotten on the board, and with 10 minutes left, they own the momentum in this game. McKenna Nelson again making the Bedford Bulldogs pay. Surgical in that shot off a stroke. Beautifully executed. Almost impossible for a goalie to stop that shot that's only 7 yards out, point blank. Play back underway. Bedford is still on top 2-1. Looking for some offense. Lenti goes to Montagano. Montagano slips it to Wolf. Wolf lays it down. Bellaro steals it. Montagano pushes it upfield. Lenti chips at it. Can't get to it. Commits a foul in the process. Bellaro will take it. Big lift upfield, far side. Ball goes into Bedford territory and out of bounds. And Catane has it. Senior defensive captain for the Bulldogs. She sends it upfield. Battled for on the 50. Montagano steps up, block tackle. They're going to call foul on Montagano. This time dangerous ball by the Blackbirds because they lifted it too close to the head of the other player. Montagano this time sends it upfield. Putney has it. She chips it down, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking for room, lays it to Lenti. Lenti in towards the circle. Back pass to O'Donnell. O'Donnell cutting right, looking for room, cuts back to the left. Trying to find a lane to get a shot off. Double team, lays it to Wolf. Wolf shot. Ball goes up and over the top of the net for the second time tonight. Wolf with the one-timer and a beautiful attempt there as the Bulldogs show some offensive life here with 8:28 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Putney knocks it down, goes back into the circle, tries to advance, goes off her foot. And the Blackbirds will have a free hit from the 16. They drive it all the way up to the 40, still in their territory. Vi Hodgson-Rogers spins around, pokes it back the other way, but Keene's going to have a free hit. That ball will come to about the 40-yard line. 7:55 on the clock. We have a 2-1 game. Ball comes up to the 35. O'Donnell finds Montagano. Montagano lays it out for Wolf. Wolf from the 25-yard line in Keene territory. She lays it down to the 10. Keene trying to clear. Vi Hodgson-Rogers steps up, takes it, drives it back. Putney has it in the shooter circle. Gets it to Montagano. Montagano in towards O'Donnell. Deflected, but out of bounds. As the Bulldogs start to turn the pressure back up again. 7:20 left in the game. Up 2-1. Blackbirds trying to get the ball up the field and tie this game up and send it to overtime. Lenti chips at it. O'Donnell gets it. O'Donnell dishes back past to Montagano. Montagano tries to get it in the shooter circle. Ball knocked down there by Miller as she tries to come away with it. And Bellaro pushes it back upfield. Vi Hodgson-Rogers called for the foul. Now Montagano called for the foul as Ella Rice tries to keep moving it up the field. Ella Rice for Keene. Sends it over to Gillis. Gillis comes near side, trying to catch Miller. Ball goes out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. That'll be Bedford ball. Ray takes it. Ray tries to come near sideline and hits it out of bounds.
Let's go, Birds!
And Gillis will take it. Gillis for the Blackbirds. Beautiful lift up field. Ray knocks it down and is able to get the Blackbirds to be too close to her. They didn't give her 5 yards to play that ball out of the air, so she's get the free hit. She knocks it upfield. Ball goes off the back of Lenti's stick. Now goes off Grace Wolf's foot. Gillis will have it. Gillis for the Blackbirds. Drives it upfield and out of bounds. That ball went out hot. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. The Bedford Bulldogs are clinging on to a 2-1 lead here in the fourth quarter of the Division I NHIAA State Championship game. Ball works its way up to the 30. Gillis comes charging up the field, draws it into Montagano's feet. Keene's going to have a free hit. Again, Keene surging on offense. Lenti steals away the pass. She comes upfield, trying to get it into Keene territory. She's stick handling along the sideline, looking for room, tries to split the defenders, draws a foul off the Blackbirds. Wolf will have it. Wolf lays it out to O'Donnell. O'Donnell at the 35. She sends it up and in towards the center of the field. As that ball comes back across the 50, Catane is there. She gets it to Montagano. Montagano, quick squirt of a pass out to the far sideline. Ball comes to the 40, and away comes Miller. Miller with a lane. Ray reaches out, slows him down. Foul committed. Referee's going to have Miller put the ball back on the 25. The Blackbirds will take it, this time Bellaro. She comes near sideline, trying to catch Miller. Miller trying to split the D. Beautifully defended by Grace Wolf as she steals it away. She comes up the field, tries to lay it to O'Donnell, does. O'Donnell one-handed down the sideline, looking for room. Tries to cut back towards the field. Battled for along the 25. Lenti and Wolf work it. Wolf gets it down to O'Donnell at the 10. O'Donnell in between the legs, trying to get it towards the shooter circle, but Keene comes away with it. Miller charging back up the field. She comes across the 50, drives it up the field, but out of bounds. That ball went out at the 30. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left on the clock. Bulldogs up 2-1. Keene surging, trying to get a goal and tie this game up. Wolf battles for it, goes out of bounds. Gillis will take it for the Blackbirds inside Bedford territory. She sends it out towards center field. Bellaro. Ball gets stolen by Lenti. Vi Hodgson-Rogers pushes it up. Grace Wolf has it. Grace Wolf at the 50. Stick handle sideline, looking for an opportunity. Gillis sends it down the field, all the way out of bounds, near side, stadium side. And that'll be a free hit from the Bulldogs at the 16. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left on the clock. Ray to Wolf. Wolf to Lenti. Lenti charging up the field. O'Donnell on the sprint. Lenti lays it out for O'Donnell. O'Donnell with speed, gets up to the 15. Cuts towards the net, gets knocked down. Referee's gonna call the foul against the Blackbirds as she gets knocked down. And the referee calls a foul, and that'll be a corner for the Bulldogs as O'Donnell was on the run. We've got 1:50 on the clock. Bulldogs up 2-1. This is only their 4th corner of the game. Wolf up top to O'Donnell. O'Donnell, shot, save, kick save back out of the shooter circle. Vi Hodgson-Rogers chases it down, knocks it further down to about the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs battling along the 20, trying to get control of the ball. They commit a foul. 1:26 on the clock. Keene's got to hurry. They move it upfield, but Grace Wolf is there. She intercepts it, comes off her stick high. They're going to have a free hit for the Blackbirds. Blackbirds move quickly, all the way up to the 50. Goes off Ray's foot. 1:09 on the clock. Free hit for the Bulldogs. Gillis will take it. Gillis from the 45, Bedford territory. 1 minute on the clock. She lifts it up. Ball goes all the way down to the 15. Carly Hodgson-Rogers tries to clear. McKenna Nelson is there. She cuts across the 10. Tries to get back into the circle. Referee blows the whistle, is going to call a foul on the Bulldogs. Blackbirds have time. 38 seconds on the clock. Nelson trying to get into the circle. Tries to go backhand. And the referees are going to call a dangerous play off of Nelson. 16 seconds. Excuse me, from the 16, the Bulldogs will have the free hit. 22 seconds. Miller intercepts, back in towards the circle. O'Donnell chips away at it. Referee blows the whistle. 10 seconds on the clock. Referee calls the ball dead. Referee wants to stop the clock and does. Waiting for the call on the field. Referee is going to overturn the line referee and call a free hit with 10 seconds on the clock for the Blackbirds. Total confusion on the play. McKenna Nelson will take it. She spins, looking for a lane. Ends up getting the Bulldogs commit a foul. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and your Bedford Bulldogs have won the NHIAA Division I state title. They are champions in a 2-1 victory over the Keene Blackbirds. Your hometown Bulldogs have pulled it off and held on after 2 goals early, and the Keene Blackbirds surging. The Bulldogs were able to defend and hold off the onslaught from Keene, and they are your 2025 AA state champions. Congratulations to these Bedford Bulldogs, as they've had one heck of a season, only one loss, and boy is redemption sweet, because that one loss came at the hands of this very team, Keene, in a 3-2 overtime thriller, and the Bulldogs were able to hold on here for the state title. As I see at the 50-yard line, the state championship plaque sitting on a table, and both these teams go back to the benches as the Bulldogs have celebrated. And the awards ceremony will commence as the hometown Bedford Bulldogs and Coach Kate Gaudreau, assistant coach Karen Putney, and the Bulldog girls have done it. They are your state champions. Congratulations
Both teams gather
to the Bedford Bulldogs.
Sideline closest to the bleachers for the awards presentation.
As the awards presentations will take place here, the players come to the stadium side. Near side of the field. And they are lining up.
Would Keene head coach Michelle Tiani please come forward to award the medals to your players. Number 3, Scarlett Miller. Number 5, Olive Thatcher.
As the Keene players come out to get their second place awards, Scarlett Miller,
Number 7,
Olive
McKenna
Thatcher,
Macy.
Lily Vitters,
Number 7, Kiddis Visser. Number 8,
Kids
Ava Lacey.
Visser, Ava Lacey.
Number 9, Paige Ellis.
Number 9, Paige Ellis.
Number 10, Emily Antisevich.
Number 10, Emily Antisevich.
Number 11, Juliana Rice.
11, Juliana Rice.
Number 14, Emma Petrovich.
14, Emma Petrovich.
Number 15, Maddie
15, Maddie Bodel.
Number 16, Mia Snowling.
Number 16, Mia Snowling.
Number 17, Zoe Allaire.
Number 17, Zoe Allaire.
Number 17, Molly Rent.
Number 17 again, Molly Rant.
Number 18, Natalia Gillis.
Number 18, Natalia Gillis.
Number 19, Lola Bolero.
Number 19, Lola Bolero.
Number 22, Camille Hansen.
Number 22, Camille Hansen.
Number 24, Ella Rice.
Number 24, Ella Rice.
Number 26, Aoife Moran.
Number 26, Aoife Moran.
Number 31, Liz Hutchins.
Number 31, Liz Hutchins.
Number 34, Tess Gilbo.
Number 34, Tess Gilbo.
Number 35, McKenna Nelson.
Number 35, McKenna Nelson.
Number 39, Juliana Ham.
Number 39, Juliana Ham.
Number 55, Dana English.
Number 55, Dana English.
Number 99, Bailey Avery.
Number 99, Bailey Avery.
Manager, Michaela Sear.
Manager, Michaela Sear.
Congratulations again to Keene, your Division I state runner-up.
And the Keene Blackbirds will be your 2025 runner-up
Please welcome your Division
here in the Division I championship. Now for your Bedford Bulldogs, the New Hampshire
Please come forward to award the
state champs, as Coach Kate Gaudreau gets a hold of that state title plaque and raises it in the air. Senior captain Eloise Montagano will come up and take the first award. Second, senior defender Anna Ray.
Carly Hodgson.
Number 3, senior defender Carly Hodgson Rogers.
4, Avery Girasol.
Number 4, senior attack Avery Girasol.
Tegan O'Donnell.
Number 5, senior attack captain Tegan
6,
O'Donnell.
Taylor Bailey.
Number 6, senior midfielder Taylor Bailey.
7, Claire McGinnis.
Number 7, junior midfielder
8, Liza
Claire McGinnis. Number 8,
Number 9, Abby
Liza Montagano. Number 9,
10, Vi Hodgson.
Abby Elaine. Number 10, Vi Hodgson Rogers. Number 11, senior captain Mia Catane.
Number 13.
Number
Grace
12, Addie Putney.
Number 14.
Number 15, senior, 13, senior midfielder Grace Wolf. Number 14, Browning.
Number 17, Mary Lindsay.
Number 16, Claudia DeLeo. Number 17,
Number 19, Anna Morgan.
attack
Number 20,
Mary Lenty.
Ella Putney.
Number 19, Morgan Widener.
Ashley Dumbach.
Number 22, senior attack Ella Putney.
Irene Sy.
Number 23, Ashley Dombach. And our goalie, Irene Sy.
Number 88, Grace Watson. Manager
Brielle
Eva
Champagne and Grace Watson to round out the other 2 goalies.
Congratulations again to the Bedford High School Bulldogs, your Division I 2025 state champion.
Congratulations to your Bedford Bulldogs, the 2025
Everybody have a
New Hampshire IAA Division I State Field Hockey Champions. I'm Scott O'Donnell, and for Bedford Community Television, we want to thank our viewers and our underwriters for all their support, and congratulations on a great season.